This skin from the game Fortnite is worth 1000 V-Bucks, a virtual in-game currency that could be purchased with real money. But why would anyone pay for a virtual item that they cannot even touch? To understand this, we have to find the underlying reason behind these buying decisions. In this video, we will explore what virtual items really are, uncover the key factors that give them value, and see what their rise could mean for the future. And so, let's start with the video. Virtual goods are non-physical items or intangible assets that exist in the digital world. They are usually exchanged within virtual economies, especially in games. These goods can come in many forms and colors. They are often purchased either directly with real money or indirectly through in-game currency. Examples of virtual goods could range from skins for weapons, characters, and tools to special or rare effects associated with a character's action in the game. In fact, the in-game currency used to buy these items is itself a virtual good. The history of virtual goods begins with the rise of virtual worlds. At first, these were just spaces to explore and interact, but soon the worlds were filled with items like skins, tools, and currencies, making them an integral part of the experience. In 1978, text-based games called EmuDays or multi-user dungeons created the first shared online spaces. Players could interact, but the idea of owning or trading digital items was not fully developed yet. By the late 1990s and early 2000s, games like Ultima Online and platforms like Second Life introduced items that could be bought, sold, or even traded for real money. For the first time, virtual objects began to carry value outside the game itself. In the 2000s, with the rise of massive online games and later mobile apps, virtual goods exploded. From rare armor in MMORPGs to cosmetic skins in Fortnite, players around the world began spending billions on items that exist only in digital form. In fact, in-game purchases made up about 76% of online gaming revenue, which means players are spending around $172 billion a year on virtual items. There could be many reasons why virtual goods hold value. Let's look at some of the most important ones. Virtual goods within a game often come at different prices. Sometimes they are even offered at a discount. During such times, players may see them as scarce or simply too good to miss. This is called the scarcity effect, or more specifically, urgency type scarcity. This type of scarcity generally makes people act quickly, or else they might miss out on the deal. Items in a game can also vary in rarity. Some are very common, while others are rare. Owning a collection of items signifies value to some players, as it shows their status within the game. The rarer or more expensive an item is, the greater its perceived exclusivity. Besides status, players also value personalization. This is often achieved by using specific items they own, which makes their character feel unique. In this way, virtual goods gain personal value to the players. The perceived value of a game item can also differ from player to player. For those who own items, they often tend to value it more compared to those who do not own it. This is simply called the endowment effect, where simply owning something can distort how valuable it feels. Another reason that can drive the value of virtual goods comes from the spending behavior of players, also known as the sunk cost fallacy. Simply put, after investing a lot of time, effort, or even money to acquire an item, players might feel that it would be a waste to stop, so they keep going regardless. These are mostly personal reasons why virtual items might hold value. Beyond that, looking at how they relate to money also helps us understand their real worth. Virtual items can be obtained in two ways. One is by spending time completing tasks to earn them, and the other is by purchasing them with real money. This second method, where items are bought with real money, is commonly known as microtransactions. Microtransactions are small but optional transactions usually made by gamers to buy in-game items, currency, or both. These transactions let gamers trade their money for an enhanced experience. While they provide virtual items, they are really services offered by developers, designed to make the game more engaging. According to a recent report, microtransactions made up 58% of all PC gaming revenue in 2024, about $24.4 billion. This share continues to grow, driven by games like Call of Duty, Black Ops 6, Roblox, and Fortnite, which drive on players' appetite for extra content. Microtransactions give developers a way to earn money from players through virtual items, but at the same time, some players also find ways to earn by trading virtual goods with others. These interactions led to the creation of virtual economies. In the early days, players in multiplayer games like Diablo 2 and RuneScape shaped virtual economies through simple trades. They would barter items based on perceived in-game value. Over time, these trading systems grew more complex. With the introduction of marketplaces like the Steam Community Market, players could now list their items for sale, and prices began to fluctuate much like in real-world markets. Take for example this tactical hoodie from PUBG. On the Steam Community Market, it shows specific prices for both buy and sell requests. At the same time, players can track the item's median price as well as the total number of buy and sell orders. Virtual items can also serve as collectibles, and with the introduction of blockchain technology and non-fungible tokens, or NFTs, these digital items have also started to attract collectors. To conclude, virtual items do have value for various reasons. The earnings generated through the sale of these non-compulsive items provide income for game developers, while in some games with open marketplaces, players themselves can also profit by trading or selling their items. There are, however, several risks tied to virtual goods, as with anything that carries value. Prices can fluctuate and drop if a game declines, hurting players who treasure their collections. The new prospect of profits in these spaces can also attract scammers who try to trick people with their schemes. And while many microtransactions are straightforward, features like loot boxes and randomized rewards can push players toward overspending in ways that resemble gambling. Despite this risk, virtual items do show a promising future. With the introduction of blockchain technology, digital collectibles have gained traits like uniqueness and decentralization, though they are still far from widespread acceptance. With that being said, what is your view on virtual items? Feel free to share your thoughts. Until then, see you in the next video.